Welcome back, my computer duders, to virtual reality. A world exactly like ours, except it's 3D. Whoa. Okay, I'm done. I swear I'm going to do it this time. I'm really going to swim down there and I'm going to build the shelter. As I recall, the first thing I have to do, though, is fuck up some zombies. Like, the exact place I want to build is swarming with drowned zombies. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I built close enough to the edge. I had an idea. I don't know. I'm not going to do this unless I really have to. But I could extend a tunnel this way and build a moon pool module that's kind of hanging over the edge of the chasm so that I have a place to dive from that's right over where I want to dive to. It would look really ugly, though, which is why I'm hesitating to do it. I want to see if I can possibly do that with just diving from the pod I have now. Collecting rotten meat. You know, it's going to go up in value someday. You'll see. Okay, I have everything I need. Uh-oh. It might not be possible. That was close. Well, it wasn't close, but it felt shitty. I hated it. Look at all that kelp. You only have to destroy one part of a kelp tree, tower? I'm not sure what the correct terminology here is. And all of it floats to the surface. That's pretty fucking dank? Awesome? Cool? I don't know. I've been in VR for so long, I don't know what the appropriate slang is anymore. That's one thing I don't like about stuff floating is that all your garbage floats to the surface and just hangs over you. Does it have to be that way? It's a constant reminder of what a slob I am. I already know. You don't have to tell me. I think I'm going to destroy some of this sand. Because honestly, this gets in the way, swimming to and from where I want to go. You've seen it happen a couple times, I think. 2 dolphin wives. 1 dolphin wife. I must have dreamed it. Because this shit gets in the way. And it makes it so I almost drown now and then, which is not cool. I need a pickaxe. See, the little shit you might take advantage and take for granted, like being able to craft and store shit without having to return to the surface. That's just awesome. This is my favorite stage of building the underwater colony, when you start out humble and lean, and all you have is a little pod, and that's just your entire base. But really, it's all you need for a while. I wonder if I'll remember where my pod is. Performance is not great. I need more RAM. I only have 8 gigabytes of RAM. I'm a fucking caveman. Is this where my shoreside base was? Because I remember I had a base. I had a land base. Do I have... I don't have wood. I'll get some wood. Which I think I already have, but I don't know for sure. Then I'll make a wooden pickaxe, which apparently I have to start entirely over because I don't have any cobblestone. I don't know how that happened. Now I have the reverse problem of all my shit's underwater. So if I'm on land and I need a tool, or need to craft something, I have to go back to my underwater pod, which is right over there. It's actually really easy to spot, thank goodness. What a carefree life it would be to just have a little underwater pod that you live in off the coast of a nice tropical vacation spot like Miami or Hawaii. And the locals wouldn't know where you live. They would just know that there's an old guy, because probably I just imagine myself old in this scenario, who comes and goes from the ocean, and they just see him come out of the ocean and buy groceries and stuff and then go back into the ocean. And it's just a mystery to everybody what happens down there. Probably a lot of masturbation, because when you live alone, that just happens. It happens by itself. Who knows? It's a mystery. What's that little floating particle? Oh. She's still here. She wants the D. Wish I could do something with rotten meat. Wish there was like a bioreactor or some shit. Like in Subnautica, which is the game everybody else tells me I should be playing instead of this. Because it's like a better version of what I'm doing right now. Let's see. This sucks, but it's the best I can do for now. I'll go and get some cobblestone. In fact, I'm going to go get a shitload of cobblestone. I need some cobblestone. I don't have any. I want to actually live in the sea, if that wasn't clear. You should stop what you're doing, because this is not worth watching anyway. And go watch... Google Lloyd Godson Biosub. LLOYD GODSON. That's his name. And Biosub. BIOSUB. Which is just one guy's attempt to build as big of an underwater habitat as he could afford just on his own budget, which still costs tens of thousands of dollars, and it only wound up being the size of like a dorm room. Underwater living space is expensive, and it sucks. It's the bane of my existence. It's like when you're a kid and you want to know how come there's no city on Mars yet. It's because that shit's expensive, son. It really sucks. All the cool shit in life is expensive. And like the biggest underwater habitats in history were big enough for like 10 guys. Not that I would even need that much room for myself. I mean, it'd be nice if you're going to coop yourself up underwater full time. You may as well make it so that it's not a totally miserable experience. Okay, I have enough. I said I was going to get a lot of cobblestone, though. This is not a lot of cobblestone. And I need more sand anyway. What the fuck? Whoa, what the what the fuck? Is that a ravine? That's an underground ravine. If I fall from here, I'm gonna die. Who knew this was here? Who knew ravines could form like this? Was it you? Did you know? Have you been keeping this from me? I'll find you. And then you're gonna get tenderly loved. And fucking cherished? It's one of those Muppet zombies. I'm gonna drop down here. Against my better judgment. Because this is too fascinating to pass up. And I need cobblestone anyway, and there's a lot of it here. The Skelly Man better not fucking shoot me off the edge of the... Oh, shit. I knew it. Go the fuck away. Okay, do I have enough wood to make it? No, I don't. I have to try to get this with the fucking wooden one. Is this gonna even work? No, it just gets destroyed and then I don't get anything. What if I destroy this pickaxe before I have what I need to get out of this place? Could you not? Skeleman, please. What have I done? Well, it can't be that far up. I was pretty close to the surface already. So I don't think I fucked myself that badly, he said, before discovering, in fact, that he'd fucked himself much worse than he ever imagined. Wait, no, I'm close to the surface. Almost. Well, I got what I came for. There. And now the sun's going down. I'm just going to call that one a learning experience and go make what I need to come back and actually mine that for real, because that looks like it could be lucrative. Ravines often have a lot of good stuff in them. I need a pickaxe. I already have most of what I need. I'm on the edge of glory. I don't even know for sure if there's enough room in that chasm. Probably not. To build a sizable colony, because I can't see shit. But if there isn't, at least I will have accomplished building a living space in the deepest part of the ocean at last. Because I'm getting tired of this shallow water bullshit. I don't know about you. I really don't know about you. I want to get to know you better. Go on a date with me. Was that too sudden? Did I make your heart go doki doki? Hearts don't actually make that sound. If they do, you're probably going to die pretty soon. That's kind of sucky, but it'll do. Don't I have a lot of iron? Why am I making more than one stone pickaxe? Why don't I make an iron pickaxe? What is wrong with me? Why am I like this? Well, at least I have a backup stone pickaxe now, not that I even fucking need it. Not that I ever needed it. What was I doing? What was I thinking? I need an extra one of these anyway. And since I'm almost certainly going to die, I'm going to put this here for safekeeping. I mean, I don't want to be pessimistic or anything, but let's be real. What I could do is build that tunnel out over the ravine, the underwater ravine, and then build a enclosed, air-filled vertical tunnel with a ladder in it all the way down to the depth that I want. That would let me gradually expand to that point without having to risk drowning at all. This is going to help. You'll see. You don't believe me, but you'll see. You'll see. How come you never believe in my projects? Man, using a pickaxe underwater sucks dick. I wish I had any of the enchantments at all necessary for doing underwater shit tolerably fast. But I don't. Which is what is making this into a shit show. Uh-oh. No, go away. Go away. Go away. Stay away from my tender, fresh asshole. How come you love to spin so much? Reveal your secrets. Was that gold? If I get gold, I can make a watch that will tell me what time of day it is, which is handy because underwater... I guess it's not hard to tell underwater, but when I'm underground it is. Oh, it was raining. The fun thing is being really deep underwater where you can't tell and don't give a shit what's happening on the surface. It just doesn't concern you. If I can get enough gold, I can make a watch. I'm excited for that. I'm excited. I wish I could actually put it on my wrist in the game. Have like a shiny gold Rolex. That looks like there's a fair bit of deep sea biome in that direction. So I might be able to expand reasonably far. This might have not been a mistake after all. If it doesn't make sense what I'm doing, it will in a second. Because now that that's cleared out of the way, I can dive with much fewer obstructions. Like this. I can only build one leg at a time. Can you imagine if I was trying to do that from the actual surface? Fucking impossible. Makes me wonder if there's actually a use in real life for habitats at moderate depths to work from, so that you're already underwater. Because a lot of the danger involved in deploying and recovering submersibles for marine biology expeditions is just surface weather, because the storms cause these huge violent waves. But if you're already underwater far enough that storm action is irrelevant, then you bypass that entirely. Wow. It's like the wisdom of having a space station to deploy ships from that's already in orbit all the time. Oh, zombies, please. Why you gotta do this shit? Why you gotta zom it up? I gotta go kill him again. Oh, my sword's nearly fucked. I really don't want to run out of that at an inopportune time. Let's see. This is interesting. I feel like I'm diving to and from the surface, but I've created my own surface, basically. Microsoft Surface. No, not really. Get rid of that, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of all of my feelings. And I'm ready to go. Oops. Well, I'll correct that mistake when I next come down here. If I can even do it without drowning. Can I even do that? No, I can't, because there's fucking zombies everywhere. There's too many zombies. I can't get at my mistake to fix it. Whoops. Okay. I can't fuck around with those zombies. I hate them so much. Why do they have to be so frequent? Okay, I'm gonna go down there and try to kill one. Or both. The little baby ones are they're fucking assholes. They're so fast. Go the fuck away. Go away. Dolphin, please. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? I can't give you loving right now. Loving of the type that is forbidden by the surface world. They're just not ready for our romance. Uh-oh. Going straight to the surface. I'm too far away from the pod. More rotten meat. Awesome. More gold. That's cool. I'm collecting a lot of kelp. I hope it's good for something. I know I said it was, but I was kind of bullshitting. I don't really know. If it's not, then I played myself. There's no reason to live underwater. Can you just cut the tip and the entire thing blows up? Of the kelp, I mean? Or do you have to cut it at or near the base? Wow, I'm attracting a lot of dolphins. My kelp shake brings all the dolphins to the yard, and they're like, "Eee!" Damn right, it's better than yours. Let's see. Let me try to smelt some kelp and see what happens. Just to see what happens. Do I have enough shit to build a fucking... Yes, I do. I can actually start smelting. That's something I've totally overlooked until now. Okay, how about I just do this? Nobody cares. That's been the overarching lesson of my life. I can smelt kelp. I'm going to smelt all the fucking kelp, and I don't know why. But I gotta have reasons for things now? It's going to be a little bit of a waste of coal because I don't have a full 64, but whatever. I don't give a shit, do you? And I need to go and kill that child zombie. Wait, he was a zombie? Where are you? Where are you? The fast swimming is really coming in handy. I know I bitched about the realism issue, but frankly, that's really helping. And I guess what a lot of people hate about underwater anything in video games is slow movement. So even if it's unrealistic, it'll make it less burden. Are you drowning? Can they drown? Do they need to go to the surface to breathe? Don't drown yourself, Jesus. You don't have to do that to prove your love to me. Go the fuck away. Okay, so I have the 4 legs built. Look at how long it took me just to do that. Holy fuck. Now I gotta kill that little zombie. This place is a death trap for dolphins. Holy shit, they're drowning left and right. You fucker. Why is the sword not working? How come the sword was not working? That was not cool. How come the sword didn't do anything? What the fuck? Do I need the trident? I'll try the trident. Sea dweller problems. Oh, of course there's fucking monsters nearby. Are they counting the dolphins? Or is it a zombie? Do the dolphins eat fish? That would be cool if they did. Where did my construction go? I can't see anything. Oh, it's over there. I went the wrong way. I need to do this during the day is the lesson I've learned from that. Okay. Probably also swimming underwater wearing iron armor all over my body. Not the wisest decision I've made. Doing this little by little is agonizing, but it's going to be worth it. You'll see. I'm going to make a big moon pool in the floor just so that it's easy to swim up underneath when I need to, and then I can close in the floor after the fact like I did on this one. Nobody cares. Nobody's ever cared. Let me get this out so I can kill that child zombie if I see him again. Oh, fuck, there. He's waiting for me. He fucking camps down there waiting for me to show up. I hate that little bitch. Holy shit. Has there ever been a more annoying enemy in a video game? And this game is just kind of a hodgepodge of things that Notch personally likes, like zombies and fantasy stuff. I guess realistically, if I lived full-time underwater, I'd get really fucking good at swimming. I think also dolphins are the basis of the historical myth of mermaids. Oh, there you are, you fucking fucker. Yes, I got him. Because if you were a sailor in antiquity and you were on a long, months-long sea voyage and there's just no pussy to be had, probably dolphins would start looking pretty good when you discovered, hey, they're mammals. They're mammals and they have the same genitalia that human women have, or close enough. Because it's well known that lonely farmers will fuck livestock. So, you following me here? Probably you are, but you wish you weren't. I know the feeling. Oh, this fucker. Oh, I stayed under too long. Stayed at the bottom too long. Fuck, get me up through there. I don't like the narrow opening. I'm gonna make a big opening on this one. I have dirt. Okay. I don't need these yet at all. So I can just... I have to layer down the dirt on top of what I'm building because there's no way I'm gonna have enough time down there to build it out from underneath like I did on this one. Uh-oh. I'm gonna grab a little bit more air. There's no fart bubbles in this game. If I fart, it should make a bubble. Uh-oh, that's not right. Is it? Is this one like that? Yes, this one is like that. No, it's not. It has the other pieces. Okay, I fucked up. I need these ones. Which means I need to go down there and destroy my mistakes. Well, I'm in good company. The deep sea is also where God hides his mistakes. Zombie, please. Could you spin elsewhere? Wow, this kills him faster than the sword. This is handy. I need to stop making mistakes, though, because they're costly. I have to swim down and make an entire trip just to destroy one block. That fucking sucked. That was stupid of me. This would probably go a lot quicker if I built all the infrastructure I talked about earlier. But it would take me like 3 episodes to build that infrastructure, and that would all just be to construct this one pod. Which, once this pod is done, I won't need any of that. I can just work from the bottom. Okay, I think I can do this now. Yes, I can. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Does that mean, is that sexual? Is that a sexual song? I feel like it is. I think I'm over time, but I'm going to build a little bit more of the structure. I'm going to get at least the basic platform done. I can't believe it took an entire episode to get part of this pod done. This is the difficulty of working in the deep sea when you don't have the right equipment. Dried kelp. What is dried kelp good for? I think I can make a block out of it, but why would I want to? There we go. That's a lot less damage than I expected to take from that. Time for dirt. This is gonna be a long episode, I guess. I really want to get more done than what you've seen so far. Ow. Could you not? If I didn't have to kill zombies, this would go so much faster. There we go. You'll understand what I'm doing in a second. If you don't already, you're smart. You know what I'm doing. I'm laying this down now so I don't have to do it from under the glass, because the extra time spent swimming under the glass and back to this structure would drown me for certain. Oh, this is a sucky job, almost drowning every day. Now I'm going to do a layer of glass, maybe 2 layers, and then do some more dirt. I want to get more done, basically, in this episode, because I don't want you to feel ripped off. I would in your shoes. If I was in your shoes, you'd be feeling ripped off because I would have stolen your shoes. You wouldn't be like, what the fuck are you doing in my shoes? Those are my nice Jordans. This cost $600. Not just anyone can wear those. Most of what I'm eating is basically medicine to heal the drowning damage. This is like how actual deep sea Chinese workers live. Do dolphins come up behind you and help you swim faster? Is that what's happening? I can't see well enough to determine. I want to believe it though, because that would be cute and charming. Except that they're going after my bum bum. Come on, dolphins, help me. They do, don't they? I'm going to choose to believe that because it improves my day and my mood. And my dude. See, look at the fart bubbles coming out of the dolphins. That's for sure what that is. Do they eat the rotten meat or the kelp up there? That would be gross. Don't eat that. This is agonizing. This is like... I can't compare this to anything. Nothing else is this tedious in the game. This is what it takes, though. This is kind of the philosophy behind establishing deep space fuel depots. Because if you have a halfway point in orbit around the moon or something, and you can refuel there. Not only does it let you go to more distant targets in the solar system, but it also saves your bacon if you're out there and something like Apollo 13 happens. That was a bit ambitious. I'm going to pay for that. Need to use the swim down button more often. I can't believe it takes all this work just to get a small pod built in the deep sea. And I had to build an entire pod on the continental shelf just to do that. They really made living in the sea much harder in this update. That's kind of cool, though. It makes it feel like more of an accomplishment. Really, nothing that happens in this game is any kind of accomplishment. It's just virtual Legos. Now I'm going to cry for like 12 minutes straight. Well, that's better than crying gay for 12 minutes. Maybe. No one really knows. Uh-oh. Mistake. Also, correcting mistakes is taking a lot of time out of my construction schedule. I can't see shit down here. This is all going to just be like a distant bad dream. Once I have that pod built, I won't ever have to do this again. I can just expand from the seafloor, which was the dream all along. I might even get around to finishing this entire pod within this video. I want to. And I'm going to drown myself. It's not even that much deeper, look. That's just what it takes to get down there. This was kind of the reasoning behind the Conshelf 2 habitation experiment that Jacques Cousteau did. We built like a little village of 3 habitats on the like 33 feet down in Shabrumi, and then he built a smaller habitat 90 feet down so that the people in the deeper habitat didn't have to go to the surface to decompress. They could just come to a shallower habitat to off gas. It's interesting how, trying to do something even in a video game, you wind up inventing the same solutions that people did in real life before you. Okay, now I just need to dig out a pocket underneath, and then I'll be done. Because it'll create a pocket of air, hopefully, otherwise I'm dead. Here's the moment of truth. Yes! Yes! I'm in the deep sea now. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Extended laughter. This is what you've been waiting for. All 5 of you that watch this channel. And as expected, there is a cool view of the shallower water habitat up on the ledge. I hoped for that. I hoped it wouldn't be obscured. And let me build more of a floor. Actually, let me get some light in here first. I'm gonna move my bed down here. I'm gonna move all my cool stuff down here. I'm so fucking deep. Look at how dark it is. It's dark because it's nighttime though. Let's not play. Whoa, where's my shallow habitat? I can't see shit. Is it raining? Is it because it's raining on the surface? Oh, it's up there. It's that way. Can I make it? I can make it. Yeah, it's raining. The visibility is steeply decreased. Let me get this. Let me get this. Let me get these. And I'll move this later. After I steal all the wood from here. Can I see? I can see it from here. What a cool view. I'm underwater looking at another deeper underwater base. That's so fucking cool. Look at that. Let's set up my shit. We're not dicking around anymore. This is the big leagues. We're in the deep sea now. Maybe I'll put that in the corner. In fact, I believe I will. And then I'll put the... Did I push that outside through the wall? I think I might have. There we go. Very good, very good, very good. That's everything. Except for the wooden planks I wanted to build. Wait a minute, it goes like this. I keep forgetting. I can't do that? I can't use different wood types? What the fuck is that about? I don't want weird colored fence pieces. What the fuck? I can't make a chest down here. I don't have enough wood. I can sleep. I can do that much, and then I can get better visibility. Hopefully. Yes, look at how deep I am. I'm gonna have to move my bed because I want to expand in this direction. I for sure want to expand in that direction. It's hard to see shit down here. It's just so dark. Here we go. Look at that. Look at how deep. Look at the boat way up there. Look at how deep I am. Deeper than I've ever been before. Making my dreams come true. I'm on the bottom of the fucking ocean. I can't even see the surface. I'm way down there. Maybe this is the way I want to expand. I think it's this way. Well, I think that's it for this video. I've accomplished what I set out to. I'm way the fuck over time. I'm finally in the deep sea, though. This is where I wanted to be. I'm finally in the deep ass ocean. And I can start to construct a city that's actually far enough below the surface that it's even worth having it underwater. So stay tuned for the next episode where I start to expand, probably in this direction, off of this little pod, this humble little pod, and build my dream underwater city in an aquatic update.